And then you got the electrical panels over here, which seem... Today we're actually walking a potential investment property. I want to show you guys around. It's a two-family. There's actually people living upstairs, and this is something I'm looking forward to buy right now, and I'll take you guys also through the numbers. For now, let's take a look around and let's see what we have in store. So this is this doesn't feel like a legal extension. This seems like it's an extension. You got to redo the floors. Moldings. This needs to be leveled out. You feel, Simon, you feel how you're tilting down? These floors, I think, are dead. We can possibly salvage them. We have to see. We have to get the floor company, maybe to salvage the floors. So you got the living room, bedroom, home office. You got a dining room right over here. This is gonna be the kitchen. Oh, so actually, I would keep this kitchen and I would just buy new appliances. It's not bad. And change the molding, change the backsplash, paint everything, plaster. I saw the unit upstairs. The unit upstairs needs, if you guys ask me, probably $30,000, $25,000 worth of work to actually get it up. They're currently under renting. They're paying around $2,056. That unit can easily bring in $2,500 to $2,600 a month. This is the bathroom. We're gonna make a new bathroom. And you got a big bedroom over here. And the cool part is, the second we start work over here, if we end up purchasing it, I'm gonna take you guys through everything. How I find the contractors, what I save money on, how I renovate, what I spend money on, and how long it takes. And then we're gonna take you through getting a client inside, but also calculating cap rate, a cash on cash, how I'm getting the financing, am I buying it all cash, and so forth. We're gonna go through everything. Closet, this is a big bedroom. It's a nice sized bedroom.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
And then you have the basement. So this house comes with this space. That's scary. So it's a nice sized basement, high ceilings. This needs to be new floors, new sheetrock, new outlets. It's all outdated. Painting these walls just is not the cure. The door is good, the door can stay. Okay, that looks like a fairly new second floor hot water tank, and this is the first floor hot water tank. Yeah, these look like a fairly new hot water tanks. Then you got the boilers right over here for the units. And the electrical panels is actually, so in a separate room, what do you have over here? A full bathroom or half a bath? Let's see. Let's hope no rats jump on us. Oh, we got a full bathroom in here. That's incredible. That's good space. All right, that needs to be redone. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, and a little nook. This can be a walk-in closet, or this can be a storage space. Why are the pipes down here? So you have to soffit this. The best thing to do sometimes when you guys don't understand what's going on, or if you don't understand construction or what something is, prior to purchasing, bring a contractor. Feel free to come to walk the property 10 times. This is our third time walking the property, and I'm still gonna bring a contractor here regardless. I do understand most of the things that I need to do over here. I get the basics, obviously, from working in this field for a while, but if you want to get prices, quotes, or have questions, bring a contractor, sometimes even bring an inspector. They might catch it that needs to be fixed in this place. And then you got the electrical panels over here, which seem, all right, first floor, second floor, I think it's 100 amps each. That's fine. All right, let's walk back upstairs. Staircase needs to be fixed. So if you guys ask me, estimation on fixing this, the basement and upstairs, I would say anywhere from 80, 85,000. We can possibly get the job done. Then again, if it is a rental, you don't need to go all out. You don't need to do the finest fixtures. You don't need to do high-end floors, paint, tiles. You can save a lot. Also with appliances, you can possibly get appliances for a few $100 instead of a few thousands of dollars. There's a lot of places we can save, but it's a nice space. Definitely a nice space. It has potential. I see the potential. Now we need to run the numbers and we need to see if we can get it vacant, fully vacant. We're gonna need to change the awning, maybe fix the cement a little bit, fix the staircase, change out the railings, or even you can keep them, honestly. They're nice railings, just repaint them. Power wash the entire facade. The siding looks good. We're also gonna have to test out all windows, see if we can service them, maybe fix them up. If not, then replace the windows. But a lot of these windows look operational. Oh, and then the basement has an entrance through here, garden, and also garage, which is, so people want to know how you can make extra money. Sometimes extra money you can get from a garage. You can rent this out as storage space and you can get a few $100s from a tenant, whoever wants storage space. All right, guys, I appreciate your time. We'll run through everything. The landlord can deliver it vacant. They're really nice tenants. Obviously, it needs to be fixed up, the unit upstairs. There's a lot of work that needs to be done over there, which I'm fine with, but they're paying way under rent.
$2,050?
Yeah, it's way under market value, man. And I'd rather, if I'm already going in there with my contractor, I'll get a better price to fix everything up rather than do this and then, hey, come back like 2 years later and do this. He's gonna rip me a new face.
I understand. All right. Well, I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen.
You can make it happen, right?
I'll make it happen. I'll talk with the owner this evening and I'll make it happen.
Okay, can you, because I remember you told me the owner said it's not a problem, it can be delivered vacant, they just need a month or two. And anyways, we're going into contract for 60 days, so we can afford that.
Right, okay, no problem.
Okay, I'm calling you in like an hour, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Bye, brother. It's a week later. Let me give you guys an update on exactly what's going on. We've been in negotiations. A lot of things came up in the property. So as you saw in the video, I did actually call out. Part of the house was an illegal extension and I felt it and I saw that it looks off and weird. And also I saw a lot of things that felt really not legal, and I was curious to know if there's violations. What I ended up doing, I went down to the town and I actually talked to my architect and we got a list of violations that had to do with the property. Turns out the property has 13 violations. 13 violations. That's crazy, guys. So many things, from illegal windows to illegal exits that they put for the basement to an illegal extension, basement being a full basement when it's not supposed to be, they didn't get permits, to electricals, to everything. That means we have a lot more work to do in the property in order to make the property according to code, and also we can't just get tenants in, or we can't just renovate. We have to get plans, we have to work with an architect, we have to work with Department of Buildings, and we have to get approvals in order for us to actually work on this house and build this house. Let me run you guys through the numbers and what I'm negotiating right now on the property in order to purchase it and why it makes sense to me. They're asking for the property at $440. We came to an agreement at $395,000. The terms were the house must be delivered vacant and delivered with no violation. So everything has to be corrected with Department of Building, given back to us. We were going to start our renovations, which we estimated around the $70,000-$80,000. Now, after seeing all the violations and seeing everything, the numbers come down like this. I'm estimating the renovations to be around $120,000 for the entire house. It's 3 floors. You have a 3-bedroom, a basement, and also the top floors. Also, I'm gonna have to work with architects. I'm gonna have to work with everything. So that completely changed my offer. The offer that I presented them right now, that I'll take the deal as is, and in order for me to hire architects and do all the works, was $315,000.
David, you've thrown all these numbers around. How do you know it's a good deal? How do you know you're gonna make money? Why did the numbers go up? Why are they going down? Why is it significantly lower? What's going on? How do you know this is a good property? How should I invest my money?
So let's go over the expenses. First expense, taxes. $13,600. Second expense, insurance, $3,600 a year. Third expense, you always want to take a vacancy rate. What's the vacancy rate? Just in case you do have a vacancy at any time, or it takes you 2 weeks to rent out the apartments or whatnot, you estimate around, I would say, a 5% vacancy rate. For this property, how you calculate it, it's actually by the gross rents. We have to know what we can rent it out for. So we do a comp report. What's a comp report? It's looking around through the neighborhood and see what things are actually renting out for. So what I saw that I could actually get for this property is for the first floor, which is a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, with the basement around $3250 to $3350. For the second floor, which is going to be a 2-bedroom, and possibly, if we can, which I'm talking with my architect right now, possibly make it into a 3-bedroom, we can get anywhere from 25, and if we make it a 3-bedroom, probably even $2750. But for now, we're going to estimate it at $2,500. The gross total is $5850 a month, which comes out to $70,200 yearly. How do we get the cap rate? The cap rate is knowing exactly what the house is bringing in. In order to calculate the cap rate, get the expenses. I also calculate repairs, and I always set forth money aside for repairs, because obviously if something needs to be fixed, you can have that money on the side, and that's $1,800 for the year. And I also calculate a capex. Capex is if I need to replace things. Now, let's say in 15 years I need to replace the roof. That's going to cost me thousands of dollars, and I need that money set aside. So I start saving from the start. Every month I put money aside for it. Now that I also estimate around, for this property, $1,800 a year. And on top of that, I can self-manage the property, but I always calculate if I do hire a management company, I can pay around 5%, and 5% of the gross rent is around $3,510. And all those numbers and all the expenses equate to $27,820. Now, how do I get the cap rate? Let's calculate the house. We get the house for $315,000. $15,000 we set aside for closing costs, so we're automatically at $330,000. And now we're estimating the renovations at around $120,000. So we're at $440,000 in total into this property. And now the property is bringing in $70,200 a year. Now the expenses are $27,820 a year. So what do? We take the $70,200, we minus the expenses from it, and we're left with the net profits. What's the net profits? The net profit comes out to $42,380. In order to calculate the cap rate, what you do is actually you take that net profit, which is $42,380, and you divide it by the total purchase price, or in this case, we're doing purchase price, closing costs, and renovation fees, because we want to know our all-in numbers. And when we divide it by that, we get 0.096. Times it by 100, and you have a 9.6 cap rate. Now, a 9.6 cap rate is amazing, and that actually makes me look forward to purchasing this property. Now, let's talk about something else. You're like, okay, so David, you're making $42,000 profit a year off this property. Now, what happens if you need to get a mortgage? What happens if you don't have all cash to pay it? What happens if I can't put this money up? Where am I getting that $440 to close? Now, there's a few ways to do it. One of them is actually to go ahead and purchase the property all cash. And if you have the money to purchase the property all cash and renovate it, then you're good. You're profiting clean $42,000 a year. Now, another thing is to get a mortgage. Now, if you were to get a mortgage, your mortgage payment would come out to, at 3.5%, 20% down, $315,000, around principal and interest, $1,132. So what you can do is actually take that $1,132, times that by 12, and you know that you have an extra expense for mortgage, principal and interest, $13,584 a year. And if you take that off
the $42,380,
you would be left with net profit of $28,000 a year. And to be exact, net profit of $28,796 a year. If you do this mortgage, I calculated that you're doing 20% down, which is around $63,000. And then you would need that $120,000. So let's say $63,000. And you would need that an extra $120,000 for renovation, plus $15,000 for closing costs, and then let's say miscellaneous for bills until you renovate and everything, an extra $25,000. You will need $223,000 cash to do this property that way. And then if you're doing it all cash, you would need $440,000. Let's say you can't afford the 20% down payment. You can't afford $223,000. You can't afford $440,000. Another way to do it is by possibly getting hard money on this property. And you might ask me, David, what's your goal? Well, I look at it in many ways. My preferred way is to do it like this. Go into the property with $440,000 cash. Finish it all cash. Don't have any worries about it. And then what I do, I'll refinance the property. And let's say on the refinance, the property gets appraised at around, from what I see in the area, $650,000. So now let's say on the refinance, I pull out 70% of the money. Now 70% of the money, what does that mean? I get back $455,000. Now at $455,000, what does that mean? I'm in the property for $440,000. So I got my $440,000 back. So I get all my money back within the first year, plus $15,000. And also, I have a free home. Now, what's that going to cost me? Now, when I refi it at $455,000 taking out, I'm going to have a higher mortgage payment. Now, that's the beauty of real estate. That's the beauty of finding a good deal. That's the beauty of finding a property with a great cap rate where you can see you can add value to it and also play these games with mortgages and lending money and using cash and everything to leverage yourself to make more money. There's so many options, there's so many things you guys can do, there's so many places you can go with this, but I just wanted to show you guys something that me, David, is interested in and something that I'm looking forward to go do. And obviously, first of all, we have to get the owner, the seller, to actually approve the $315,000 purchase price. And if they do, then we have an amazing deal, and I look forward to doing it and actually showing you guys the work from A to Z, how we renovate, how we work with the architects, what our plans are, and all the changes that might happen in between, because there might be a lot more expenses, we might be able to save money some places, and we might have a lot more headache, and it might not turn out the same way that we thought it's going to turn out. But it's always good to do your homework. It's always good to wait a minute, see all the options for the property, and set your game plan on what you want to do. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see, and we're going to have so much more videos coming for you. See you on the next one. Got you. Thanks, man.